At 5 o'clock tonight, I'm Jim Scott.
And I'm Moses Small. Tammy has the night off. We have team coverage of the coronavirus tonight as COVID-19 is once again spreading quickly in Kern County.
Tonight, a special report from 17's Alex Fisher on Kern's deadliest days as we learn of 4 new deaths from the virus confirmed just today. This third surge is prompting immediate action from our state leaders, and we are seeing new mandates coming to schools and hospitals alike. Today, we learned teachers and school staff will be required to get vaccinated before heading back to the classroom or get a weekly test during the school year. 17's Ashley Zavala has that part of our coverage, and our Marco Torres has a look at the mask mandates for school districts here at home and the major pushback from parents.
But we begin tonight with 17's Robert Price, who has more on the new changes for hospital visitors that went into effect just today, and the nurses who walked out of the job to protest vaccinations.
Yes, here we go again. COVID-19's Delta variant is sinking its claws into Kern County just as it's affecting people across the world. Local hospitals are seeing an upswing of COVID patients, and they've implemented some changes to deal with it, changes that even involve hospital visitors. Starting today, by order of the state, hospital visitors must show their vaccination card or proof of a recent negative COVID-19 test in order to see a patient. Both Dignity Health and Adventist Health, Kern County's 2 largest healthcare providers, also say they're limiting the number of visitors to just 1 per patient, with some exceptions, effective immediately. Terry Church, Chief Nursing Officer at Bakersfield Memorial Hospital, said visitors will need to show evidence of a negative test within 3 days prior.
So you can imagine how difficult that's going to be. So today we're starting that, and we will be asking for vaccination cards or proof that they're actually negative for COVID.
Healthcare workers are subject to the same decree. They must be fully vaccinated by September 30th or, again, test negative for the virus twice a week. That order does not sit well with everyone. About a dozen lab techs protested during their lunch hours outside Memorial on Wednesday. Trang Tran has been a CT scan tech at Memorial for 25 years.
We believe that we have rights, just like the patient has rights. The patient has right to refuse any kind of procedures or any testing that you do. And we, as human beings, we have the right to choose what to be done to our body.
The changes come as local hospitals are seeing an influx of COVID-19 patients in recent weeks, dominated by the virus's Delta strain. Memorial currently has 30 hospitalized COVID patients, and the 2 Mercy hospitals have a total of 46, a significant increase from a month ago when the numbers were in the single digits. Numbers weren't immediately available from Adventist Health. The good news is local hospitals know what to expect because they've been here before. The bad news is local hospitals know what to expect, and they are dreading it because they're tired. And the peak for this COVID-19 variant is not going to hit until mid-October. At Adventist Health, Robert Price, 17 News.
And that is the subject of tonight's 17 interactive feedback poll.